Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's a beautiful day. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being here. Hioho, Mitakiape, Eva Cordova, Imachiape, Malakota, and Taos Pueblo. My Dama is Joseph Conquilla Cordova. My Ina or my Ka is Patricia Crow Cordova. I'm the sixth generation from Chief Red Cloud, and that's who makes me who I am. I'm Avro Cordova. I'm Taos Pueblo and Oglala Lakota. I'm the owner-operator of AC and Associates, and I'm the co-host to today's Pukuu Wellness Hour. Thank you so much for being here. We're so excited to have you. We are in May. Today is a beautiful day. I'm coming to you from the lands of the northern, the Snow Mountain Paiute, which is also known as Northern Las Vegas. I want to say good morning. I want to say thank you all for being here. I want to go ahead and introduce my co-host and allow you some time to see this beautiful individual, my hype girl. And I just want to say hello and thank you for being here. This is Robin Gomez.
Kualitlanek, good morning, community. It's so good to be with you all. Kualitlanek, Notoka, Robin Gomez, Newa Chicana Huichol. Good morning, relatives. My name is Robin Gomez. I am a licensed clinical social worker, and I am the operations manager for Pukuu Cultural Community Services. I oversee our youth programs with Pukuu, and I'm just so grateful to be here with everyone. Good morning, Avro. How are you doing?
I'm doing so awesome. It's been a beautiful morning, and I'm enjoying the nice weather. And it's Wednesday, so it's the middle of the week. And I'm always excited to be here with you, Robin. You always allow me to just be my crazy self. And you're always ready to dance and party and have a good time and bring positive energy to a space that I wouldn't have necessarily woke up with, but you always put me in that right spot. So thank you for always being my hype girl.
You're very welcome. Being your hype girl is definitely an honor. I take it very serious. I'm just throwing it out there,
Thank,
putting it out there.
thank
But I
you.
also feel like right now with this time that we've been in, especially with COVID, we really just need to be supportive of one another. Sometimes it's bringing our authentic selves. And I just want to appreciate you, Avril, as well, and just extend that reciprocity that, as much as you said those beautiful words, and I'm very humbled by them, I also appreciate you because you've also allowed me to come into my own and be my authentic self as well, and allow me to be silly, joyful, and just be, have those feelings, and just know that it's okay not to be okay. And it's okay to just come off and do some dancing. I know I've heard some comments of like the video lag, so I look like I look like I'm dancing, but then I look like I'm stuck. But it's I still think it's great because we still come off and we still come and provide support to the community. And it's been a really challenging year.
Yeah. It's been a challenging year and a half. But yes, I thank you. Thank you so much for those awesome words. And just to be able to be here and be able to see your beautiful face, I appreciate you. So thank you for those amazing words. Let's go ahead and get into the overview of the day, which includes celebrating Mental Health Awareness Month. And one of the things that you said is it's okay to not be okay. And that's the big thing about celebrating Mental Health Awareness Month is that we need to be okay with where we're at. And like the weather, it changes. It changes all the time. So our feelings can change as well. So today we're celebrating Mental Health Awareness Month. Today we will have an amazing show with some amazing individuals, which include traditional storytelling, honoring our elders, a free book to those 50 individuals who registers for today's event. Thank you to those that already signed up. There's still time to do that to register for this event today. We have the dynamic duo with us today and are excited to hear the information that they'll be sharing, from knowing your rights information to some information on mental health. Summer is just around the corner, and with the beginning of summer comes the end of school. bringing on graduation season. For the second year in a row, Pukuu will be celebrating graduates. So come help us celebrate. And we'll be celebrating on June 23rd. Pukuu Wellness Hour will celebrate grads from all over Indian country, class of 2021. Send us your graduation pictures, a promotion photo so that we can highlight your success. Family and friends, please send in a minute or less video to celebrate your change maker. All photos and videos should be submitted to bit.ly grad 2021 by or before June 6th. And we want to celebrate those native graduates. Like, share, upload. Today's event is geared towards COVID education, wellness, mental health, community, laughs, dance, give back, with a free chance to win online giveaways for those that have registered to today's event and are entered in to win $25 gift card to Amazon, Walmart, and Target, and also a swag bag from UAII COVID response team. So hopefully you will be able to register today. There's still time to do that. And we are just excited that you guys are all here.
Yes, we are. We can't wait to give out raffles because we have doubled up our raffles today.
Yeah, so today we usually raffle off 4 items. And do you know why we raffle off 4 items usually?
Because there's 4 ways to stay safe during COVID.
Yes, there is 4 important C's, which is wash hands, wear a mask, avoid crowds if you can, stay physically distanced but emotionally close. And today, as Robin stated, we have 8 raffles for each segment that we have. So we're going to double up on our raffles. So if you haven't already, go and register at that bit.ly link, bit.ly Pukuu Wellness, May 12th. And it'll be open until 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That means you have about 48 minutes. And not 48 minutes, 18 minutes. I'm not good with math, but you have some time to still register. So go ahead and click on that link and register so that you can win some amazing prizes. So, Robin, dun, dun, dun. Why don't you go ahead and let our individuals know, our relatives know about collaboration.
Through our collaborations and working together, it's important here at the Wellness Hour. We want to give a beautiful recognition to the Indians and Pukuu Community Services, who is the main sponsor of our event. It's also important to acknowledge our partners. We want to thank you, Paul from powwows.com, community partners, AC Associates, Muse, Native Muse, American Indian, United American Indian Involvement, that have been so many individual community members and organizations really helped us make this program what it is today. So we really just want to say thank you so much, and we appreciate you, as we all helped us make it through one of the toughest years of our lives at this point. And thank you to all the amazing individuals who've been on with this journey with us since the first showing. And if this is your first time joining us, welcome. We just want to thank you for being here today with us, and just say thank you. We appreciate you.
We appreciate you. We appreciate you. If somebody hasn't told you today, you are loved and we appreciate you. So thank you for taking some time to stop by and visit with us, to hear us sing and laugh and be all crazy like we normally are. So we have a little song that we're going to sing. But before we go ahead and do that, let's support each other and look out for our communities. We are here. We are here to support. How are you supporting each other? Let us know in the comments. Are you taking care of yourself? Today, we're going to go ahead and take some time to do a little exercise. And We're going to have some amazing individuals come online. And with that being said, we're going to go ahead and have an amazing storyteller, Alan Salazar, who is an amazing individual. He's a tribal elder. He also has amazing books. So if you haven't already registered, if you're the first 50 to register in LA County, we're going to be sending you that book. So thank you all for being here. We're going to go ahead and do a prayer. I'm going to go ahead and pray, and then we'll do the amazing wheel of names. So thank you guys for being here. For AC and Associates, we always like to start off our events in a good way. Today I am smudging with some California white sage that I got in the area of the Tongva. And I'm going to go ahead and just say a quick prayer. Creator, we come to you today with open hearts and open minds, thankful for the many blessings that you provide us on a minute, monthly, second basis, from the ability to walk, talk, be here today, to laugh, to sing, to hear some good information, to hear some stories. May you continue to watch over the individuals that are here, the individuals that are watching, the individuals that may watch at a later time. May you watch over them, bless them, keep them healthy, wealthy, and safe. And may you continue to bless them as you bless me. Thank you for today's amazing day, the beautiful sunshine, and all the blessings that are ahead. Ta'a pilamayaye, gracias, atiahe, ajonasle, ajonasle, ajonasle. Amen. Gracias. Thank you. So thanks, guys, for listening to me for just a quick second while we say a prayer. We are always excited to be able to pray, to thank Creator for the many blessings that He provides us. And sometimes those blessings don't look like blessings. You may not always get what it is that you want, but that might be a blessing in disguise. So we're going to go ahead and just say thank you for being here again. And I'm going to go ahead and pull out the wheel of names.
Woo! Because it's time to spin that wheel.
Yes. But before we do that, Robin, do you want to do OSIS, some information on OSIS real quick?
Of course.
Thank you.
So I just want to thank everybody again, just for being here with us. We just provide you a little bit of information about Pukuu Cultural Community Services. We're a Native nonprofit founded in 1970 by the Fernandinian Indians to invest in sustainable programs that bridge and improve opportunities for American Indians with culturally based community service for now and the future generations. This is what Pukuu has been able to fulfill successfully ever since. For example, Pukuu provides services for families in need, elders, new or expecting mothers, and our community with disabilities members with water, wipes, and diapers, and other social supportive services. This is thanks to both our county resources as well as donations from the community that has allowed us to be a source of support and connection to the American Indian community and surrounding neighbors. Our programs include OSIS, One-Stop Emergency Services, program to provide support to families and individuals in need of rent, utility, food, clothing, and transportation resources. Our Haramagna American Indian Cultural Center is in the mountains. We offer cultural programming, including our Pukuu Wellness Hour, providing COVID-19 education and various wellness topics for the community. Pukuu supports our elderly and visibility for the American Indians in Los Angeles to help educate and inform about the needs of our community. In partnership with the City of San Fernando and the Indian Tatavian Mission Band of Indians, we recognize the need to invest in our youth with the Tuchin Youth Empowerment Program, meaning youth in the surrounding region. The community-led diversion program has three goals: increase cultural competency by providing cultural programming, reduce incarceration and recidivism via case management support, and improve academic success through our tutoring service. And we just want to say a big thank you to the American Indian Recruitment with UCLA that has been our partner in providing tutoring services for our youth. Youth empowerment aims to create social justice leaders by reclaiming our indigenous knowledge and focusing on holistic approach to well-being. Pukuu youth programs include Youth for Leadership. Our Pukuu youth programs include a new Youth Leadership for Health. This is a new program that engages youth in social justice advocacy surrounding the community health issue, using indigenous and holistic approach. Youth leaders will learn transformative youth organizing skills that are rooted in growth, healing, and personal transformation. If you or someone you know needs assistance, especially with emergency services, call us at 818-336-6105. We service all of LA County. Our food resources are limited to San Valley. And by the way, we'll be having a food distribution at our office tomorrow. We'll put out more information as we have hired a new food distribution manager. We'll be posting more information about Nancy, and we just want to say, Nancy, welcome to the team. And we'll go ahead and just give more information about how you can come on and access our food distribution that will be happening tomorrow. Thank you so much, April, for allowing us just some time to talk about all the great things that Pukuu is doing. Please follow us on our social media accounts on Instagram and Facebook.
We're going to go ahead and spin that wheel. I was all talking to myself, and then my daughter told me, "You're on mute." The famous words of 20 and 21, right? You're on mute. So
I was it was me, and then I just checking like all my links. Like, okay, maybe it's me. Maybe something's going on. But I'm glad. So thank you, April. Welcome back. Is it time to spin that wheel?
it is time to spin that wheel. So we're going to go ahead and remember we have eight gift cards that we're going to be giving out. So here we go. Woohoo! And the winner is Eddie Boleyn.
Congratulations, you just won an Amazon gift card.
Woohoo! Eddie's from the Navajo Nation and out there doing what he has to do for his communities. We're going to go ahead and shuffle, shuffle, shuffle and spin this wheel. Here we go. Yay! Luis George, you are the winner of
a $25 gift card to Walmart.
$25 gift card to Walmart. Woohoo! Okay, that's 2 down and more to go. Let's spin this wheel and see who the winner is. Raymond Sanchez.
Woohoo! Congratulations. It's $25 gift card to Target.
Woohoo! $25 gift card to Target. Okay, here we go. Ray Lopes. Congratulations. You're the winner of
a $25 gift card to Amazon.
Woohoo! $25 gift card to Amazon. And don't forget to use Amazon Smiles if you shop on Amazon. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle this wheel and keep it going. May Ortega, you are the next winner, and you just won yourself a
$25 gift card to Walmart.
$25 gift card to Walmart. Woohoo! Okay, let's remove her. Let's shuffle, 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 and see who else is the winner. Sonia Oliva, you just won yourself a
$25 gift card to Target.
woohoo! $25 gift card to Target. I'm going to go ahead and keep shuffling and spinning this wheel. How many more do we have? A couple. Let's keep going.
I think we have one more roll to give out. Yep, one more.
Awesome. Leah Littlefeather, you just won yourself a gift card to
$25 gift card Amazon.
Yay! Amazon gift card. Don't forget that Amazon Smiles. Okay, shuffle last time, right?
That's it. That's 8 for now.
Awesome. Okay, well, we'll come back. Don't forget to register. You have 2 minutes, 3 minutes. But I'm going to go ahead and bring on or stop. I'm going to go ahead and that was exciting, exciting, exciting gifts for our amazing community that's watching, that's joining us, that's here. Thank you for being here. We're going to go ahead and bring on this handsome, this amazing man. You're just going to love him. So I'm going to go ahead and have you introduced him, and we'll go from there. Robin?
Give me 1 minute, Ava. I'm having a technical difficulty on my end, but it's
No
coming
worries.
up. Can you hear me a little bit better?
Yes.
Wonderful.
I know you're a little bit.
Yeah, so thank you. I wanted to make sure I took care of that on my end. So I just want to say thank you so much. We do have Alan Salazar with us. He is a Chumash and Tatavian elder and storyteller. He's been a traditional storyteller, a native educator, and an American Indian monitor and consultant, spiritual advisor, and traditional paddler and builder of the Chumash Tomots canoes. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. Teacher and a juvenile institution officer. His family traced his ancestry to the Chumash village of the Ta'apu, known as the Simi Valley, and Tatavian village of the Cahuenga near Castay, California. He's a Fernandina Tatavian tribal member and elder. His family is Tatavian and Chumash. His ancestors were brought into the San Fernando mission starting in 1799. And he continues to actively protect his ancestral village sites and tribal territories. As a monitor and cultural resource advisor, he correct archaeological classes at Cal State Bakersfield in 1993. He's monitored since 1995 for 6 years and was the lead monitor of the Boeing Superfund site at Simi Valley. He's actively involved in several American Native groups, founding member of the Kern County American Indian Heritage Preservation Council and the Chumash Maritime Association. He is a member of the California Indian Advisory Council for the Santa Barbara Museum of Natural History and has been a community advisor with Ventura County Indian Education Consortium for over 24 years. He's currently advising on Wildlife Bridge over Highway 101. It will be the largest wildlife bridge in America. He also built a protection for mountain lions and other wild animals that are dying to cross the 101 freeway. He has helped build the first working digital plank canoe in modern time and have paddled this plank canoe for 22 years. He's also a member of the Council of Elders for the Fernandinian Tatavian Mission Band of Indians, and also sits on our advisory board for the Tuchin Youth Empowerment Program. So I just want to throw that out there. But he's been doing storytelling programs for American museums of Britain and England in 2015, also in schools for the mission territories that he enjoys most. He was raised with much pride of his native heritage and takes much pride in being one of our respected elders in the community. Thank you so much, Alan, for all the beautiful and all your contributions that you have done. And I'm so honored that I have the pleasure to go ahead and introduce you.
Thank you very much, Robin. I didn't realize I've done so many things in my life. And technically, I'm not an elder. I'm middle-aged. If I live to be 140, who knows in today's world? But Hamanat Netawan Alan Salazar, Hamanat Netawan Puchuk Yayak, Pasekva Nukasin. So hello, I'm Alan Salazar. My tribal name is Puchuk Yayak, which is fast runner. And any of you out there listening, I'm so excited that we're going to actually start having some live events here pretty soon. I will actually be at a school Friday live. So my first official announcement for today will be I challenge anybody to a 100-yard dash race. I'm in Ventura, so whenever you come to Ventura, look me up. We'll go down the beach and we'll race. I love the race. As Robin said, I am Tataviam and Shumash. The village of Tapu is the Tapo Canyon in Simi Valley, and the village of Chigoyanga is in Santa Clarita. Kind of as you're getting close to Castaic, Magic Mountain is actually built over it. But I get my tribal ancestry from my father's side of my family, and on my mom's side, I have some Portuguese and English. And I say this all the time. I have a hard time convincing anyone that I am English, but I have about 12% English. That's why I'm drinking my Earl Grey tea, which I have almost every morning. So God save the Queen. I'm going to share some stories today. It's something that I've been involved with probably most of my life. I tell people when I grew up, we moved from San Fernando, the village of Pasekva, where I was born, up to Hanford, California, where my mom is from. And it's a small country town. We lived on the edge of town, had a couple acres with horses and chickens and ducks and Tiny, the world's greatest dog. And from a very early age, it's one of the things that when I look back on that my generation touts and is very proud of, that our generation grew up riding in the back of pickup trucks and riding our bikes with no helmets and drinking water from the faucet and the water hose. But also in the 50s, when I was growing up, when I was a little boy, 4 or 5 years old, I would go down the street, 4 or 5 houses, and visit Mrs. Taylor, a widow lady who could cook and bake like no one else. And I'd walk by Mrs. Taylor's house, and I would smell her baking pies or cookies, and I'd knock on her door, and she'd come in, and she goes, "Alan, come in. I'm baking some cookies. You want some milk and cookies?" And I go, "Yes," and I'd sit there and have cookies and fresh baked chocolate chip cookies and milk, and listen to Mrs. Taylor tell stories. And then I tell people, let me see if I can find this picture. My father was also an influence on my storytelling. My pop, when he was a young man, this is my pop when he was a young man. He was a Marine, and he fought in World War II in Okinawa and Saipan. And like many men and women that have been at war, it's something that he didn't talk about very much. So all of us, my sisters and brothers, knew that when Pop talked about the war and would share some stories about some of the battles and things like that, and getting together in the evening with the other indigenous men in the Marines. Some of them were the Navajo code talkers, and when he would tell these stories, we were always fascinated, and it instilled this joy of sharing stories. And this is something that has become a kind of a crusade for me. And I encourage everyone out there to learn how to tell a good story. And for young people, the first story that you need to learn, you might think it should be a creation story, your tribe's creation story. But I think it should be your family story. So as I said, I get my indigenous ancestry from my father's side. We trace back to the village of Tapu and Simi Valley and Chugoyanga and Santa Clarita, California. My mother is from Hanford, California, which is a Portuguese dairy farming community. And she was mostly Portuguese with some English, a little bit of Irish and Scandinavian. So I grew up in the country, and I'm what is probably classified as an urban Indian, and which is different than a res Indian. And when I tried to explain what's the difference between an urban Indian and an Indian that has grew up on a reservation, well, one, an urban Indian, we don't have reservation land. So the Fernandino Tataviam, we don't have a reservation. We're not recognized by the federal government. So things that I learned as an urban Indian are a little bit different than a reservation Indian. When I have a dream, it's just a dream. If I lived on a reservation, I had a dream. It's more of a vision. When I dream, I've never dreamt of a white buffalo. I've dreamt of Betty White, the young Betty White, not the Golden Girls Betty White. I do my hunting and gathering at Trader Joe's and Vaughn's. I suppose if I lived on a reservation, I would still be out hunting deer and rabbits and things like that. So I grew up a little bit differently, but I always grew up to be proud of my native heritage, and storytelling in all tribal cultures is very important. So learn your family history and learn that story. So I encourage all the young people out there, sit down with your mom and dad and learn their story. Sit down with your grandparents. If you're fortunate enough to have great grandparents, sit down with them and listen very carefully to their story. Where they grew up, what jobs they've had. When people see me and I'm out there challenging people to races, I'm paddling in traditional shoe-matched canoes. They're a little surprised to find out that I taught preschool for about 5-6 years in the early 70s. That I worked at juvenile institutions, juvenile hall in Bakersfield, California, juvenile hall in Santa Barbara. So to learn your family's history is extremely important. I mentioned creation stories are important, and I'm going to share with you the book that the 50 people will receive, registered, Tata the Jataviam Toi. But I'm working on the next book right now as we speak, and the next book will be a Tataviam creation story. For those of you not familiar with the Tataviam tribe, we're a very small tribe. We're from northern Los Angeles County, so Santa Clarita Valley, going out towards Palmdale and Lancaster, and then north up into the mountains up to about Gorman, California, in the mountains, just before you start dropping into the San Joaquin Valley. And being a small tribe, that when that mission period came, and as Robin said, my ancestors were brought to the San Fernando Mission starting in 1799. So the few Tataviam people that survived the mission period, and then early California history, where there was the bounty system and hundreds and hundreds of massacres of tribal people throughout all of California. By the early 1900s, the Tataviam tribe was close to extinction. But we've rebounded, we're revived and revitalized, and we're coming back almost to pre-mission numbers in population. And I think before I leave this world and go to the spirit world, that we will surpass pre-mission population. But during those two difficult periods, approximately a little bit over 100 years, most of our language was lost. We're trying to revitalize that. We're working with linguists as I speak today. We're working to revitalize our stories. Most of our stories were lost. If you Google Chumash myth and legend, dozens and dozens of stories that come up. The Chumash, we were a larger tribe, and our numbers were much bigger, so we were able to save a lot of the language and many of the stories and many of our traditions. So I've kind of taken it upon myself to write stories in the spirit of my Tataviam ancestors. So my next book will be a creation story, and the story will be set where a council of animals, bear, eagle, coyote, raven, turtle, deer, lizard, all come together before there were people in the middle world, and they come together to decide what will the Tataviam people look like. Should they have hands like coyote, or should they have hands like lizard? Should they have feet like turtle, or should they have feet like bear? And it was the animals that came and decided what the Tataviam people will look like, and not only what they would look like, what would be in their hearts, who they would use as teachers, which the Tataviam people, we are a clan people like many tribal people, and we use the animals as teachers. And so that's why I believe it was a council of animals that created the Chumash people. But I want to close with Tata, the Tataviam Toad. It's my first book. The illustrations are by Mona Lewis, who is a wonderful artist, a beautiful woman. And let me see if I can find her picture so you'll know that I'm not exaggerating. To be perfectly clear, so that I'm not on a CNN Tonight or MSNBC or Fox News, this is Mona. Mona's my girlfriend. And she did all these beautiful paintings of eagle and the towhee with natural pigments. So while I was out doing monitoring and working and hiking, if I saw some ochres, brown and reds and yellows, I would pick them up, and Mona would pound them up and make all her paints in a more traditional way. And one of the things that I love about Mona's beliefs and Mona's style of art is she's researched when her people were tribal, when the Irish and the English were tribal people, and how they used ochres, what ochres they used. The oldest rock art in the world is actually in Europe. Our rock art here in America is not as nearly as old as some of the rock art there is in Europe. So I like to always remind people that we're all tribal people. My English ancestors lived a tribal lifestyle around 2,000 to 3,000 years ago, and my Chumash Chitaviam ancestors lived a tribal lifestyle around 200 to 300 years ago. So now let me share, I've talked way too much, let me share Tata the Tataviam Towhee. Once there was a young Tataviam Towhee bird. His name was Tata. When Tata was young, his parents taught him how to hop and run from chaparral brush to chaparral brush and where to find the best seeds and the juiciest bugs. Tata's parents also taught him how to fly. They told him over and over, Tata, never fly too high. Never fly above the trees. And Tata asked, why? Tata's pop told him, there are killer hawks, falcons, and eagles that will eat you. They are fast, strong, and have sharp, sharp talons. Now, Tata was already about 5 weeks old, which would make him a teenager in the bird world. And he thought his parents were just trying to scare him, as parents seem to do sometimes. And he wanted to see those giant killer birds with his own eyes. So one day, he flew up to the top of the coyote brush, and he looked to his left, and he looked to his right. He didn't see anything. No killer hawks, falcons, or eagles. Then he flew to the top of an elderberry tree, about 25 feet high. And once again, he looked to the right, he looked to the left, and he didn't see any killer hawks, eagles, or falcons. He saw nothing. So then he flew to the top of the grandfather oak tree, the biggest tree where Tata lived, 70 feet high. He flew all the ways to the top, and he looked to the left, he looked to the right, and he didn't see any killer hawks, eagles, or falcons. He saw nothing. And just then, Tata's friend, Juan the Sparrow, flew up next to him, and Juan asked Tata, what are you doing way up here? And Tata told his friend Juan about what his parents had told him about the killer hawks, eagles, and falcons. And he said, I want to see them for myself. He said, but I've looked all around and I don't see any killer hawks, eagles, and falcons. And just then, Juan the Sparrow said, look up, my friend. And Tata, the Tataviam Towhee, did. He looked up and he saw a giant red-tailed hawk circling high above him. And just then, the hawk tucked his wings and dove down towards the two birds. The two little birds hopped into the center of the tree to hide from that big killer hawk, but he wasn't after them. He flew down and he was after a rattlesnake. And he grabbed this rattlesnake in his powerful talons and killed it and flew off. And Tata said to Juan, that hawk, he caught a rattlesnake. A rattlesnake. Did you see that? Holy moly. Our parents were telling us the truth. Tata looked at his friend and said, maybe we should listen to our parents more carefully. They looked at each other for a moment, and then they started to laugh and laugh and laugh, knowing that they weren't going to do that. But from that day on, they did listen a little bit more closely to their parents. They just acted like they didn't, because that's what teenagers do. Because even a teenage Towhee can roll his eyes. I go to a lot of third grades and fourth grades, and I tell third graders and fourth graders, I go, you are polite and nice and sweet, but when you turn 13, something happens, almost to all of us. I made a career out of it at juvenile hall. Let me tell you a little bit more about my book, those 50 that will get the book. So it's much more than a story of a teenage Towhee. It has Tataviam history. information about games that the Tataviam used to play, some Tataviam words, hamanat, which is hello, the walnut dice game. You can never start gambling too early, we believe, in the tribal world. But one of the most important things is Mona's explanation about the illustrations and how she makes her paint. And she has beautiful illustrations on how to pound and make your own paint, how to draw a toei from simple beginning to the end, to having a beautiful bird, how to make black paint from charcoal. So we're very proud. The book has a lot of information and a wonderful story. I hope you enjoy it and that you enjoyed the story. A little information on a toei before I close. Toeis are a small bird. They're a little bit bigger than a sparrow, so they're bigger than Juan the sparrow. They're a little bit smaller than a robin. They're kind of plain, kind of grayish, brownish birds, nothing spectacular about them. And I just became fascinated with them when I was working those 6 years up at what is called the Santa Susana Field Lab. And the Santa Susana Field Lab is in Simi Valley. It's a very contaminated site. It's where we tested all of our rocket engines for our space program. But it's pristine. There's no hunting. They've removed most of the buildings, so the wildlife there is doing quite well. And I just got fascinated watching this little bird that would hop and run and very rarely fly. And I just became curious, why don't they fly? And this is my theory. Why don't they fly too much? I've never saw a toei bird fly more than 20, 25 feet off the ground. That's about as high as I've ever seen them. So I'm sure there must be a rebel toei out there. His name is probably Joe, because most rebels' names are Joe. And Joe the toei has flown above 100 feet. And when he got up to about 100 feet, all the other toeis were yelling at him, Joe, get, what are you doing? Joe, come here. But then when he got back, he told them how beautiful the view was up there and how he could see everything. But the rest of them still don't fly that high. So that's Tata the Tataviam toei. I hope you enjoyed it. Am I supposed to answer questions?
I can't talk for anybody else but myself, but I loved your story, and we have so many, I have so many ideas on the next story. I've never written any type of story, but I have a lot of different stories in my head and as memories. So I need to start writing that down or saying them more often. Thank you so much for sharing your amazing story. I know there's people in the chat that are looking forward to your book. Robin, do you have any questions? Or
I just wanted to say thank you. What Ivor was saying, I have witnessed Alan share his stories, and every time it just brings out it solidifies more information that I personally enjoy. Thank you so much for providing that to us and to the community. And one of the things that we really wanted to talk about in our segment today was May is mental health awareness. Also children's mental health awareness. Too often we think that children don't have mental health, and our mental health is connected to our spiritual health, and as well as to our physical mind, intellect, and emotions. So being able to share these stories with our youth, I know, and I was taught that nature is a great teacher. So in a lot of our creation stories, a lot of our traditional stories, it tells us and as a guide of how to act and how to be in together, but also create the natural balance and harmony that we exist in that as well. So thank you so much for that. And I know as I'm an infant parent mental health specialist, and it's so vital to share our stories of creation, because it develops a sense of belonging and fosters for youth their sense of belonging, their social emotional, and their development and brain development all the way around. So I just want to thank you so much for everything you do. And I'm excited because I get to ship out everyone's books. I know there's a lot of questions in terms of how do we know I was one of the first 50 people to register. Feel free to send us a DM. I know I'm going to try to send individual DMs as well to people. So feel free to send us a message, a direct message, and we'll do our best to answer everyone's questions. And just want to say thank you.
You're welcome. My pleasure. And you know, and we all realize that it's been a difficult year and a half, but like any situation, there's always some positives. There's always a little sunshine, and as we now have learned, the safest place to be in groups is outdoors. Mm. And like I said, this story came to me while I was sitting outdoors watching workers collect soil samples and digging in the dirt, and then I would just sit there and watch the animals. And it's something that I've stressed recently, the importance of us getting back out in nature. And especially it's something that I try and do. I should do more often, but I try and, as much as possible, once a month, once a week, take off my shoes. I'm blessed to live in Ventura, so I go down the beach and I walk barefoot along the beach and do 30 minutes of walking and touch Mother Earth. Mm. But I always encourage all the young people. The most incredible tree to me are oak trees. They live to be 300-400 years old, and they provide. I've been told by arborists and botanists that oak trees provide for more animals, more creatures than any other plant or tree. So my advice to everyone, go out and find a nice mature oak tree away from any traffic and noise and sirens, and just sit underneath that oak tree and take an hour. If you're blessed that you can take 2 hours, take 2 hours and just sit there under that tree. Maybe take a little notepad and take some notes so you'll remember. A story will come to you. A story will come to you if you sit underneath that oak tree for an hour. That's the best advice I can give. It's great for your mental health.
Thank you. Thank you. I know that as the time comes and more things open up, we have the opportunity to go out, and this would be the best time to just reflect on the epidemic, pandemic, anything that's going on, and write. I did a workshop with some youth, and I put some music on, and I told them, just write for 5 minutes. Don't cross anything out. Don't think of anything. Just write whatever you want to write. And after doing that, it's like a therapeutic time, So thank you for sharing, Alan. We appreciate that you're here, and we thank you. Ta'a pilamayaye. Gracias. Yehet.
Thank you.
And I have one more thing.
Okay.
And I'm putting it in I hope this chat goes out. There's a very important event that will be happening in about a month. I'm friends with some of the Lummi tribe. The Lummi tribe is from the Northwest, up in Bellingham, Washington, almost at the Canadian border. And they have a master wood carver who with the help of about a dozen tribal members, always from young people to elders, have carved a 24-foot totem pole. And they're taking it on a national tour. It will eventually, in July, wind up at Washington, D.C. But they are taking it to various sacred sites like Bear's Ear and the Grand Canyon, Chaco Canyon, the Black Hills. But they'll be in California with their totem pole. And they'll take it around, and there'll be various events throughout California where people can go and see and touch this beautiful totem pole. That was built to help bring attention to protecting sacred sites. From June 8th, it will be up in Lompoc. June 9th, it'll be in Carpinteria at Pacifica University. June 10th at King Gillette Ranch, which is a state park in Calabasas. Like June 11th, they're going Hollywood on us. But June 12th, my tribe will host them at the Tate, and I put that in the chat box, Tait, Tate Ranch in Fraser Park. It's a beautiful ranch. We were there yesterday. I found a location with 4 giant ancient oak trees, each of them at least 200 years old. They're spaced apart where it's almost like they're marking the 4 directions. And we will have the totem pole there with the Lummi tribe. We will welcome them, feed them, share gifts, sing songs, exaggerate about how great we are. So June 12th, look for, I'll put this in the chat too. If you type in Red Road to DC, it will come up. It's going to be a wonderful event for tribal people from all around America to come together and come together to let people know the importance of protecting sacred sites. That's all I have. Thank you for indulging me.
Alan, go ahead, April.
We have a question in the comments. Do we need to RSVP for the event? Do we need to register for the event?
No, just show up. And like I said, if you go to Red Road to DC, it will have the exact locations in Lompoc. We'll have a calendar. They're going to be down in San Diego. I think starting on the 14th through the 14th and 16th. They're in Northern California around the 1st of June. So if you go to Red Road to DC, it should come up. I assume everybody on here follows me on Facebook because I'm a legend in my own mind. So I'll be posting it on my Facebook, but we'll also be posting it on our Tataviam family Facebook page. So Tataviam, Alan Salazar, hopefully my native stories I'll have that information out to everybody in about the next 3 or 4 days.
Thank you so much for sharing. And Alan, you are not a legend only in your own mind. There's so many people that believe that, including myself. So I don't know if that pumps you up, but I know you're a legend.
Thank you, legend.
I agree. I second that.
Well, thank you for being here. Thank you for providing us with so much amazing information, and the story was so beautiful. Thank you. Ta'a.
Thank you. Hope everyone enjoys the book.
Yes.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Thank you. Wasn't that amazing?
That was just beautiful. My heart is just like blooming, and I have my own personal copy that I purchased, and it's just a great story. So I'm blessed. So if you go to the Tatavian site, you'll also see that they have a pre-orders for a new book that's coming out with some language. I really encourage community to go on that site. I'll put the link a little bit, but I know it's time to spin that wheel. And April, just 2 things. One, when we're spinning the wheel, we're not hearing music. 2, you were right. We had 1. So this time around, we're going to give away 9 gift cards.
9 gift cards.
Yes.
Wow. I hope you all registered because we have 9 gifts to provide, and then we still have another 8 to provide later. So stick around and see if you won. I did know that. I did hear that there wasn't music, but I can hear music on my end. So I'm like all dancing, but I always dance anyways. But we're going to go ahead and spin that wheel. Hopefully I fixed that problem. So we'll go ahead and see if that.
I'm just dancing with you. I'm just like following you. And I'm like, yeah, April, go April, go April, go.
See, that's my hype girl.
April.
That's my hype girl. Okay, here we go. We're going to spin this wheel. Can you hear music?
Yes! jam right there.
Oh, wow. The person that asked the question in the chat just won. Kara Lloyd. Boo, boo, boo. You just won yourself a
$25 gift card to Amazon.
woo. Awesome. Okay, let's shuffle it up and we'll go for this next one. Here we go. Kathy, you just won yourself a
$25 gift card to Walmart.
woohoo.
Woo!
Okay, here we go. Iggy Ortega, you just won yourself a
Woohoo! $25 gift card to Target.
boo, boo, boo. Let's keep going. We're going to shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. And our next winner is Theodore Logan. You just won yourself a
$25 gift card to Amazon.
boo, boo, boo. Let's shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. And here we go. Natalie Boldly, you just won yourself a
$25 gift card to Walmart.
boo, boo, boo. Here we go. You got to keep me on track though, because I not counting.
I got you. I got you. We're on 6.
Kathy, you just won yourself another gift card to
$25 gift card to Target.
Target. Boo, boo, boo. Let's shuffle this. Here we go. What? Melinda Hale. Boo, boo, boo. You just won yourself a
$25 gift card to Amazon.
woo. Don't forget that Amazon Smiles. Do we have one more?
We have 2 more to go.
2 more to go. 2 more to
2
go.
more to go. 2 more to go.
More to go. Here we go. Nathan Logan Jr. Boo, boo, boo.
Congratulations, you just won a $25 gift card to Walmart.
Walmart. All right, here we go.
One
last
more
one. One more to go. Here
Go.
we go.
More. One
James.
time.
Lynn. Boo, boo, boo. You just won yourself a
$25 gift card to Target.
nice Target. Okay.
And I just want to say thank you in the comments who's saying thank you to Pukuu. We really appreciate it. Thank you to AC Associates. And of course, thank you to Powwow.com. Just a gentle reminder that thank you, community, for registering. This is how you're entered into our raffle. So we definitely encourage you to continue registering with us. And guess what? We have 8 more cards to go.
8
winners.
more cards.
Win.
8 more cards. 8 more cards. Yay! Okay, don't forget to register for our next event, which is going to be in a couple of weeks on a Wednesday. You can register for our next events, which will happen on May 26th.
That's correct. And we have our flyer out and we have a link out and we'll be showing that in shortly.
Yeah, like right now.
And we're going to continue celebrating mental health awareness. So we'll be having guests with us from Native Muse, Jennifer Varenchek. We'll be doing some guided meditation, mindfulness. She is amazing. Kylie Jones with Circle of Wellness. Woo! And we'll be talking about how to support our wellness so we stay connected. And of course, as we continue to give COVID education, so please click on that link, register with us. And I think even next time we meet, we might be giving out more gift cards. I don't know, Avril.
More gift cards. Oh
We
my
are.
gosh.
I think we are.
Yay. Okay, make sure that you come back and check us out. But in the meantime, stay, watch. We're going to have some great information. We have next the dynamic duo. Boo, boo, boo. And I love these guys. They do the dance that we're going to have them do that they do. We're going to go ahead and bring them on. The dynamic duo is in the house.
Hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
It's a beautiful day. Thanks, guys, for being here. We're going to go ahead and have you introduce yourselves and then turn it all over to you.
Hello, I'm Melissa Geary, Taos Pueblo, and I am a community liaison at UAII.
Taos Pueblo Rockstar in the building. Boo, boo, boo. And next we have...
How's it going, everybody? Hi, everybody. Val Contreras, Ipai Nation of Santa Isabel, and I am also a community liaison for United American Indian Involvement as part of the health.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
part
we're
of
going to
the
be
house.
giving you guys some information.
Val, you cut off
Am
a
I breaking up?
little bit.
Oh,
Little bit.
I was just saying as a part of the health project, and we're going to be giving information on how the housing.
Oh, no.
You're going to be giving information on housing.
Housing and mental health resources.
Nice. Well, we'll go ahead and turn it over to you. And thanks, guys, for being here.
Hey, Val, are you still on? We're having technical difficulties.
Can you see me?
We can see you.
We
I
can
see
see
myself
you,
in the stream,
but you're breaking up.
but you can't hear me?
We can hear you,
A
but you're
little bit.
breaking up. Yeah.
Just a little bit. Uh-oh. There you go. I can hear you.
Okay.
A lot better.
All right, sweet. Well, there we go. All right, you guys can see the screen. You can hear me. We're
Oh.
you guys still there?
We are still here, but you are breaking up. Say something.
Well, hello.
Hello.
Can you still hear me? Am I
Can
still
hear
breaking
you.
up?
Not at this very moment.
Yikes.
Okay, so go ahead with the second slide, I guess, because now I could hear you.
All right.
I don't think we heard anything from the first
Okay.
slide. Yeah, there we go. Hello, we
Hello?
could hear you.
All right. Well, I mean, essentially, we are just letting you guys know that you can still get COVID-19 tested. You can still receive the vaccine at UAI. Register your client. They are still offering a $50 gift card incentive if you do that. And the next slide is relaying about the virtual cafe.
Yeah, in June, UAII's COVID-19 response team, which is us, will be hosting a virtual cafe series. This workshop series will provide support to individuals as it pertains to COVID-19. It's geared towards age group 18 to 24, and the virtual cafe will be a physically and emotionally safe space where participants discuss challenges and victories of COVID-19 through individual deep self-reflection and peer-to-peer learning and sharing. Participants explore their strengths. Ultimately, virtual cafes provide a supportive environment for participants to create strategies from their own wisdom and experience to help strengthen their response to COVID-19 and its impact. Val, are you there still?
And for yeah. So this slide is pretty much letting you guys know about some of the protections and guidelines for your housing rights. There is a law enacted that if you cannot pay your rent because of COVID-19 related finance, you'll still be protected until June 30th of 2021. You must pay at least 25% of due during the period from September 1st to June 30th. Melissa, it looks like are you here?
Can you hear me?
Hello?
I can hear you.
Like I said, the period from September 1st to June 30th, you are protected, and you have to pay at least 25% of your rent. Just to let everybody know, you cannot be evicted. It is September 1st, 2020, but they have to provide you with that declaration of financial distress.
Oh, wow.
And the COVID-19 them the declaration of COVID-19 distress. However, you will still owe any of the rent that you haven't paid minus that 25%. That still is owed. It's just giving you a longer time frame to pay that back.
Uh-oh, I think we lost you for a second.
Still there?
Yeah, I'm still
Okay.
here. We lost you for like a second.
All right. Well, yeah. So like I said, you will still have to pay that people and well, I want to say companies and organizations that are willing to help. One good resource is the Pukuu One-Stop Emergency Services. UAII also has some rental assistance programs. And if you are in need of legal help, you can visit lawhelpca.org. They're a company that is helping out with low cost or even free legal services for anybody dealing with these sorts of issues. Let's see here. So, when I was talking about the COVID-19 financial distress, people are always asking, what is a financial distress? And the first way to show that is a loss of income. If you lost a job, if you were furloughed, if you had a hard time even getting unemployment, that is a loss of income. Any increased expenses that you might occur in your car, a financial distress. Another option is responsibilities that limit your ability to earn income. So if you were disabled for any reason, that is a COVID-19 financial distress. Like If childcare responsibilities keep you from getting income or caring for an elder or a sick family member, that is a financial distress due to COVID-19. And another option is increased costs for childcare. So, childcare is very expensive and it's not hard to get all the time. If you are getting increased cost of childcare, that's a financial distress due to COVID.
Oh. Avro, are you still there?
I'm here.
Okay, he's breaking up, right?
Yeah, he is.
Okay. I think I broke up for a second there too. Maybe if Val tries logging on and logging off. I mean, logging off and then not logging on.
Are you still there, Val? Okay, so do you want to just talk about the service grant
Yeah.
that's on the screen?
So this is the Community Service American Indian Block Grant, which helps with rental assistance, housing, and in order to complete an application, you would have to go to uaiworkforce.com/block grant, and you can get all the information there. Are you there, Val?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Might be in and out.
So you have to be a registered UAI. You have to be registered with UAII and the Workforce Development Program. So you would go to uaiworkforce.com/block grant, and then I can't see the next. I think he has control of the slides right now.
So there are some mental health resources available.
Uh-oh.
About the science of mental illness. This organization brings together local organizations, and they provide education, support, awareness for everyone affected by mental health challenges.
Did he break? Did we lose him again?
I hear you laughing, Melissa.
That's because you keep going in and out.
Oh.
It's okay. We're getting the information out there. So
We
now,
are. Yeah. Okay,
so we have.
I don't know if he's still talking or not. So NAMI, which is the Greater Los Angeles County GLAC, brings in. What?
I think he's.
Is he on the next one?
It's still NAMI.
Okay, I can't tell because I don't know where he's at. Val, can you hear us? Okay, so I guess I'll just talk about NAMI. So it brings together 7 local areas of NAMI organization to a single organization, providing education, support, awareness, and advocacy to everyone affected by mental health challenges. So they provide evidence-based education classes and support groups at no cost to participants in English and Spanish. They offer local expertise, help, and hope in navigating the challenging path of mental health treatment and recovery. They advocate for policies and programs that improve the lives of everyone affected by mental health challenges. They host the Los Angeles County NAMI Walks, the largest mental health march and advocacy event in Southern California. They continue to operate throughout LA County and offer the following resources: helpline support groups, family support group, and peer connection recovery support groups, education classes, family to family, NAMI basics, and peer to peer. And they also do live stream speaker nights. Woo woo. And then so the next slide. We also have 7 generations at UAII, which is a child and family services, and it was developed to meet the unique and growing needs of American Indian and Alaskan Native children and families in Los Angeles County. 7 generations programs provide a coordinated network of clinicians, care coordinators, cultural community leaders, and other professionals that lead an array of culturally competent mental health and supportive services focused on building the strengths of our community, including mental health services, cultural workshops, family activity workshops, care and wellness during COVID. 7 generation services are free for self-identified American Indian Alaskan Natives throughout Los Angeles County. And we have a short video here of 7 generation services. Can you guys hear it?
Yes, we can hear. Thank you.
Support the American Indian community in Los Angeles County. Mental health is a crucial aspect of our wellness. Seven generation has helped us to find balance.
I think it's stuck.
Yeah, I think it's stuck too. Okay, let's go
Okay.
on to the next slide. So we have Los Angeles County Department of Mental Health and Whittier Wellness Community are co-hosting Together We Thrive, which is a virtual mental health awareness event focused on when, where, and how to seek mental health treatment for yourself or a loved one, identifying early signs and interventions to secure the well-being of children, adolescents, and families, facts related to mental health, to mental illness to overcome stigma and misunderstanding, impact of using drugs and alcohol on mental health, coping with daily stressors and traumatic events. And this will be held on May 13th from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. And there is a link that you can, there's actually a QR code on this flyer. If you have a QR register on your phone, you can scan that, or you can call the number and join via phone. And there is an access code on there. And I believe we can send you the flyer so you can post that on the Pukuu website if anybody's interested. And then this.
Am I back?
Yes, you're back.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So I'm not sure what was happening, but thanks for helping out, Melissa. This last slide, or one of the last slides here, is a flyer for a mental health awareness with the arts. So this is being held on May 14th. It's kind of like a virtual Zoom meeting, and they will be speaking with this muralist about how art has helped him with his mental health issues.
Oh, that looks fun. So, oh, you want to take this one?
Lastly, just we want to remind you guys that the pandemic is not over. Although we are in the yellow tier, we are still experiencing new cases, and there are just a few steps that you can take to take care of your mental health during this COVID-19 pandemic. Take breaks to relax. Make sure you go outdoors and experience nature. Do your research to know the facts.
Uh-oh.
Your family, and ask for help.
And if you have any questions, concerns, comments, compliments, You can email us at covid19response@uaii.org. That is our mutual email now. And yeah, our registration is still open as well for our virtual cafe if anyone is interested, ages 18 to 24. It was a pleasure presenting with you guys.
Awesome. Thank you all for your great information, for being here, for providing us all with some amazing information. Thanks, Melissa, for walking, and Val for walking us all through that. And I'm sure if anybody has any more information, they can get a hold of you at the information that was provided.
Yes,
So,
definitely. If you guys missed anything because of the technical difficulties, go ahead and email us and we can send you the slides or flyers that we had posted.
yeah, and that's the thing about live. This is live, so if there's technical difficulties, that comes with the game. And it's not if it will happen, but when it will happen is what I've heard, and we got through it. So hopefully you got some great information from the dynamic duo. Thanks for putting all that hard work into both the PowerPoint and just working together to give our communities the best information that's available. So we're going to go ahead and go on to our next segment. I know that UAII has the swag bag that they're going to be putting into this raffle. So this particular segment has 8 raffle gift cards and 1 swag bag. So 9 items are going to be on going out. So Robin or somebody can keep me accountable, but right now we're going to go ahead and do what we got to do and spin that
wheel.
Yay! So here we go. Dolores Marino, you just won yourself a
$25 to Walmart.
$25 gift card to Walmart. Boop, boop, boo. So here we go. Let's keep it going. Kylie Jones, you're the winner of a
$25 gift card to Target.
Boop, boop, boo. We're going to keep it going, guys. Let's go. And the winner is Andrew Two Bears Rios. You are the winner of
$25 gift card to Amazon.
Boop, boop, boo. Okay, here we go. We're keeping it rolling. And the winner is Zane Nguyen. You just won yourself a
$25 gift card to Walmart.
Boop, boop, boo. Okay, here we go. Spin that wheel. Joan Valenzuela, you just won yourself a
$25 gift card to Target.
Boop, boop, boo. We're going to keep it rolling, guys. Sonia Oliva, you just won yourself a
$25 gift card to Amazon.
Boop, boop, boo. We're going to keep going, and don't forget those Amazon smiles. Devin Nguyen, you just won yourself a
$25 gift card to Walmart.
Boop, boop, boo. I'm going to shuffle it up and keep it going. Morgan, you're the winner of
A $25 gift card to Target.
Target.
Target. Let's keep it going, guys. Rosalind Smith. Boo, boo, boo. You just won yourself a...
You just won yourself an amazing swag bag from UAII.
Ooh, an amazing
And-
swag bag. Was that our last
Yeah.
item?
That was our last winner.
That went by so fast. But that's okay, because we have some more gift cards that will be coming to you next time. So make sure that you register for our next event. Taos Rockstar, I'm so glad that you're still here. And tell the girlies that I said hello.
Oh, I will.
We will see you and Val, the dynamic duo, back
Pleasure.
Thank you.
you so much for being here with us and sharing all those amazing resources. We look forward to having you back.
Yes.
Yes, alrighty. Thank you guys. Have a great day, everybody.
Thank you. Okay. Robin, it's been so amazing and so many things that we've overcome just today with today's show. But again, we are so thankful that you guys are all here. Thank you to the people that are checking in, Kevin Hale, and Brenda George. We appreciate you guys. There's a couple of things that we want to just close out with. Remember that we are going to be having in June, a lot of great things that are happening. Also next month as well, a lot of great, and the next show, a lot of great things are happening as well. As we shared with you earlier in the show, we're going to be having the amazing ICO, Indigenous Circle of Wellness, and Native Muse, Jennifer Varenchek, coming on to talk about some more mental health awareness, COVID-19 education. We also...
And also
Go
how
ahead.
to support our wellness.
How to support our
yes.
wellness. Nice. I look forward to seeing both of those beautiful women on our show. We also have in June 23rd, we are having Indian Country Class of 2021 graduation. And if you are a graduate or you're family of a graduate, please upload a graduation photo, 1-minute video, or a shout out to your graduate. We're accepting these videos until June 4th. So make sure that you get that in. But other than that, I just want to say thank you, Robin, for all the hard work that you do.
For all the hard work that you do as well. And I do want to just mention briefly that we have 2 events coming up for Pukuu. So tomorrow we do have our food distribution. We will be doing our amazing food distribution manager, Nancy, will be supporting, and we'll be sending and putting up that information on how to register. It is so we are located at 1019 2nd Street, and that is in San Fernando. The zip code is 91340. And again, you can call and get more information, and we'll put a link on the register for food distribution that will be happening tomorrow. As well, I want to mention that because we are doing all this amazing work around COVID and how to support ourselves and our communities, and we want to make sure that we're supporting, with providing the COVID-19 information, right? We want to make sure that we're doing it for ourselves, for our community, and for our future generations. With that being said, we are going to have a vaccine mobile clinic at our site. That is going to be on Wednesday, May 19th, which is next Wednesday. So the QR code is there where you could just scan it off our flyers. It is on our social medias. If you go to our Pukuu Community Services website, or if you go to our LinkedIn on our bio, you'll see all the registration links so you can register. And we just ask you to go on that link. We will be providing the vaccine. And keep in mind, community and relatives, that it is an option. It's there for you. We want to give our resources to our community, and we also provide a fact sheet in terms of the printer now and what that is for ourselves. So please go on, register, and we all look forward to just support everyone. So again, yes, about tomorrow, our food pantry will be happening. And I know our amazing monitor will be putting up the link to register. And we look forward to providing more support to you, to community. So we can't do this work without you. And we just want to say thank you. And thank you for registering. And we look forward to continuing wellness. Our wellness is so important. Just remember, take care of yourselves as we wash our hands. We stay physically distanced, but emotionally close. And we also want to stay home if you can and mask up. I don't know. Did I forget something, April?
Mask up, stay socially distanced, but emotionally close. Avoid crowds if you can. Stay
Yes.
home and wash your hands.
Yes. And if you do have to go outdoors, remember, as we gather, as Alan was talking about, we are learning that the safest place for us to be is outdoors. So please support all the organizations. Thank you to all our community members that have also added additional resources for our community. It just goes to show the love and support that we have, that we want to support one another.
Yes. And we do all of this information and provide you information because that's what people are asking when they register. So please continue to let us know what it is that you're looking for, what it is that you want to hear more about. Thank you to those individuals that have asked for storytelling, traditional foods, for information on COVID, for food, for, just emergency food or emergency supplies. All of those things are things that you're asking for. So we wouldn't, again, be able to make this happen without you all. So thank you for coming back and checking back with us. So we'll see you in May, at the end of May. But thanks, guys, for all being here. And we will see you soon. Thank you. Have a great day.